Welcome to this Friday edition of the podcast, Second Cup of Sunrise. I'm Brennan Summers. He's James Gilbert. This is our Big March Madness show. As we're doing our normal time, 9 to 9:30 is where you can find us on the News 8 streaming app. The Rochester First streaming app. And then also get the bonus edition from 10:30 to 11 on TV.
Pretty cool. Maybe you're seeing us for the first time.
We have a lot of fun. Yes, we use our newscast, sunrise show, noon show to cover the real news going on. Here we do some sports, trending, dad life, everything going on. And we have a bit of a jinx with our News 8 staff currently with car problems, tire issues.
Oh, man.
We had a director in here, had an issue on 490 this morning. Pothole. 2 tires.
Both tires.
Gone.
Back on the same side of the car. Boom, boom.
Yes. And he was doing the right thing because there was a semi off on the side and he was, the move over law, just trying to slow down. And he said as soon as he came across the yellow line in the middle, saw it, but too late. Hits it. Phone on a magnet for like GPS and stuff goes flying in the back of the car.
Wow.
Second one, he realized when he started to change the first one. Has AAA, got some help from the tow truck driver, and that's who got him to the station this morning.
Brutal.
So I had a screw in a tire. My wife had one, and so by association, the News 8 team, and then one of our directors, Bob. So be careful.
Who is next? Right, those potholes. They're getting filled. It's a nice feeling when you see a pothole that plagued you gets filled.
Yes.
But another one pops. It's like whack-a-mole. What was our new reporter, Deshaun, saying? She was saying she's from Louisiana.
Yes.
She's like, I thought the potholes were bad there.
Yes. And I responded and I said, and we pay out the wahoo in taxes here.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And I was like, it's just the weather and everything going on here. We'll have to get her on the pod.
Have to have her come on. Yeah. She's a big football fan. Shot a lot of football and excited to be here. Pretty cool.
Worked in Baton Rouge.
The capital.
I talked with her a lot about being from South Mississippi and going with that. I was driving around yesterday, dodging potholes, and I saw 2 gas stations up near the 390 mark. Ooh. So the one at Monroe and Clover, that's the main one right there, past the Whole Foods in Brighton.
Yeah, I mean,
but that was kind of that's
Pittsford, Brighton. That one's always expensive.
Yes, and then the other one is up Ridge and Bay in Webster. Again, nothing around, a gas station desert, as you want to call that.
Sure.
And I looked up, almost took a picture as I was sitting in the red light, 390. And I was like, I know those are the outliers, but
there's another one in like right near downtown Pittsford that's very expensive. The Bushnell's Basin one is very expensive. So.
Just depends on where you go. And when I was filling up the other day and I was sitting there and it was, as soon as it went to 1 gallon, I was like, we're getting up to $7 before we get to 2, as I'm watching it go and just how much it is. And I just thought that was wild how much I saw. How's your bracket doing, by the way?
Bracket's doing all right. I didn't have any huge upsets. So as long as you keep the Final Four in, that's what I realized when it comes down to it. All that really matters is that you get the Final Four and you get the winner.
My Final Four, I went with Duke, squeaked by GMAC and Siena. Maybe he's the next coach at Cuse after that. He played his 5 starters until like 10 seconds left before he made a sub.
Yeah, look, if they're doing well and not tired.
I know. They were up by like 10 points at some point.
Yeah.
There was one of these betting sites running a promotion. It's an early win. So if a team that's a 16 seed over a 1 ever gets up by 10, it cashes out.
Oh,
and
really?
So it was that in the first half.
That's funny.
It was wild.
Wow.
And so they almost pulled off history. The bracket tracker, I did have Duke going to the Final Four, I think, as who cares about my bracket? There are 14,000 perfect brackets remaining after 16 games yesterday.
And there's like a gajillion. Maybe.
There were, let's see.
That's 1%?
14.5 million perfect brackets after the first game yesterday when TCU, a 9 seed, beat the 8 seed, the Buckeyes of Ohio State. So, and then 2.5 more million were eliminated when Nebraska, their first tournament win ever, by the way, beat Troy. So, 14,000 left. They say the next bracket breaker is Santa Clara in UK, Kentucky. And that's the game we have coming up just after noon.
Yeah, a lot of hype around the Buffalo games, which is fun to see for us down the road. And pretty cool to see people just bar hopping around. And we were joking around, like, if you want to watch the Sabres, it's probably hard to find them.
I know, particularly with, hockey where you can get them. I think it's MSG Network of trying to find them. And they've had this great road unbeaten streak. They're right at the top of the conference with the Hurricanes just rolling. And they're also the West Coast swing because they can't be at home because of March Madness. So they're at like 10 o'clock starts. They beat Vegas, San Jose, another one against the Kings tomorrow in LA because there's basketball. Tomorrow again in Buffalo. So the games tomorrow, it's Michigan, a 1 seed in St. Louis, Michigan State in Louisville. Good game there. I wanted to check the tickets because they wait till after yesterday's game till they schedule what time they'll tip. And this is like noon and 3 tomorrow.
Here we go.
200 to get in. So 100 a game.
Look at that jump.
I know. They were 50 a session yesterday.
Yeah.
So for the 2 games. And I get it. You're not going to get
right.
You would have had bigger upsets yesterday. Yeah.
Who's making this money? Like ticket sales, I'm obviously there's many people that profit off this. It's going to KeyBank, it's going to NCAA. Is it going to like the team at all? Or
so
players aren't making it.
However, it splits and the revenue with the TV rights and stuff like
TV rights.
These tickets, whenever they go out, like the teams. NCAA for March Madness conferences, they already make their money like in the fall and December when they go out and they're bought first time face value. This is StubHub getting fees, whoever's reselling a ticket trying to get some money. They weren't yesterday because you would have lost $150 a session if you were paying the $200 or $300 to get in.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Like, I wonder if if Duke makes it to the Final Four, do they get like a bonus or anything? Or?
I heard the story about Howard, who came in as the 16th seed, and they lost yesterday in Buffalo with Michigan. So they won the play-in game. They get $2.1 million.
Oh,
I think is what it is.
There you go.
That's great for that school, for that athletic department,
for sure.
And the way they do it is it's paid out over 4 or 6 years, so it's like $300,000 or so coming.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it keeps going up, but I knew if they had won again, it would have been another 2-something million. So that's how it goes.
Put it right into the basketball program, and they're literally NIL. Schools are literally just paying the kids now. So at this point, put it right into the basketball program.
Athletes. The new Syracuse athletic director came over from Toledo. He had a meet and greet with the media. Maybe it was yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
And he was all in about NIL.
I saw the soundbite was bunny.
I mean, it was. I'm gonna have to pull up the exact quote because he was just like, "This is what it is. We are going out raising money. We got to pay these people. You want to compete? This is what we're gonna do."
Right.
He's like, "Open up your checkbooks, make your donations." He's like, "If you want us to win, I need to see you. Come shake my hand.
Wow.
Let's trade some Venmo, PayPal names, and let's get the money."
It's just years ago. This was taboo.
I know. Then it was like the $100 handshakes and stuff like this. And this is just full on. Not like, I mean, there's no student athlete mentioned anywhere in this. He's like, we need to raise money.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to get the basketball program back to the Boeheim days, everything like that? He's like, put up some money. You want the football team to actually have a shot at making the playoffs? Come on. Let's go.
There's a reason why, you look at other sports. There's a reason why the Dodgers are always in the World Series. There's a reason why the Yankees are always up there.
Money.
That's what it comes down to.
I know.
College sports. Whether you look at it, I know a lot of people that are upset by it. They're saying NIL is ruining college.
I think it's more like guys just move year after year. Coaches can move as well too. So
that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
The camaraderie of teams seems like it's getting a little bit eroded. It's where do the stars want to go?
I mean, you'll have a quarterback making, $2 to $5 million, and then maybe the second string D-back or whatever he's getting, 100,000, whatever it may be.
Yeah. And these are kids too, 19 years old.
I think about that. I was just happy when I went D1 for soccer. Can I get some books here?
Right.
Can I get a meal card at the student union? Got more on the pod coming your way. Back here on the pod this Friday. By the way, the quotes from the new AD, Syracuse, Brian Blair. Yeah. We want to wake the sleeping beast. And he says we have to do it for our survival and ability to thrive. He also said he wants to weaponize the dome, saying there's nothing like it in the country besides Las Vegas.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go orange. We got that. That's
I've only
fun.
been there for monster trucks, so I'll have to go for
When I went to
football
every
game.
home basketball and football game. I had the student
Yeah.
season tickets. It was fun
Yeah.
in the glory days when it was packed, and it's
Yeah.
been empty lately.
Right.
How was dinner last night?
Dinner was good. We did I have had a crazy week in food this week. We've just gone really bonkers. But we did spaghetti squash last night.
Oh, nice.
And how I almost always do it is I've got a huge like meat cleaver that I only use for spaghetti squash because it's such a bear to cut those things.
Yeah,
you have to
I know.
really like hack at it, and then when you do it, you don't cut it right, and it's like a pain. So you cut it out, you scoop out the seeds, you sprinkle salt and pepper on it, and roast it for
Throw it
45
in.
minutes.
It's perfect.
Right. I've got an even more perfect way to cook it.
Oh.
That I did last night. Okay,
Air fryer? I'm trying to
microwave.
microwave.
I stabbed it with a fork all over. And this was like a bigger, they come in all sizes. This was a honking one. I put it in the microwave for 12 minutes.
On high? 50%
Oh yeah,
power on high.
on full blast. I did 6 minutes, stopped it, just rotated it, and then another 6 minutes, let it cool down for 5 or 10 minutes, and then I easily cut it down the middle. I scooped out the seeds, and voila, there was my spaghetti squash. And I'm like, I just saved 45 minutes because you cook it for 45 minutes,
Yeah.
then you got to let it cool down.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the butt because then you got an extra pan to clean. And this was just so easy.
How did it taste?
It was
Okay.
so it wasn't as like perfectly. It doesn't have that like
the
roasted.
roast, yeah.
Yes, it didn't have that flavor, but still, I mean, it was the lack of flavor was worth the time saved.
Man.
So that is how I'm going to cook spaghetti squash from here on out. It was so easy. Literally, poke it, microwave for 12 minutes, done. That's it.
That's faster than microwaving lasagna or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's not bad.
I'm not a big microwave. I don't like to cook things all the time in
Yeah.
the microwave. My dad did it all the time. He was like, he would steam vegetables in the microwave.
Yeah,
You
done
know,
that.
all the time. And like, man, it's a real time saver.
I know. You have that one thought of like, how exactly is this working and what is it
Yeah,
doing
it's
to
like-
that?
right.
But still, it's
Exciting the molecules in the
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
gets it going. And hey, you know what? I'll take it. I have a temp thermometer that I use all the time because with microwaves, you never know. Half the dish is going to be 200 degrees and the other half is going to be like 76. You know what I mean? It always heats unevenly, but that's my pro tip. Saw it and was like, all right, this
It's
is
a
how I'm cooking
great
this stuff.
replacement for regular pasta to have that. We do it all the
Yeah,
time.
it
And
is.
then use some marinara, something
Sure.
with it. We'll talk about the Red Wings' new food
Yeah.
coming up here on Second Cup of Sunrise. So it's the 20th of March. That means we have 11 days to go until baseball in downtown Rochester. Till opening day.
Today is the first day of spring, by the way.
Yes.
Happy equinox.
Happy equinox. And Brooklyn said, Dad, we should have a big celebration Friday. And I'm like, why? She's like, for spring. And she's like, I want a big party celebration. I was like, okay, well now Dollar Tree, where am I? What are we doing?
What is plant
Yes.
some
And she was like, don't you have
flowers?
cannolis in the fridge? And I said, yes. She was like, we'll have those for the celebration. I was like, sure, great. Got it done. The Red Wings announcing what's new on the menu at the ballpark here this
They do
season.
this every year.
Going all in on kind of Memphis, Texas, Carolinas, the barbecue, what we're doing, or dinosaur here locally. So some of the items, specialty calzones, Philly cheesesteak and country sweet flavors, barbecue sundae, layers of pulled pork, mac and cheese, coleslaw, and you will have your cornbread. And of course, a barbecue chicken dinner. Here's the GM, Dan Mason.
When we moved over here to ESL Ballpark back in 1997, we realized what a big component food is to the overall entertainment experience of coming to a game here at ESL Ballpark. So we really tried to create a lot of variety here and still have those ballpark staples.
How about that?
ESL Ballpark.
ESL Ballpark. We're not saying Frontier,
ESL.
not innovative. ESL Ballpark.
Yeah. Do you like calzones?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think
I don't blame you either. They're just kind of tricky. You pull them up, they all fall out.
they're huge. Is
Talk
it
about
too much bread on the bite that you got?
right.
Is the nothing but bread on the bite you
Trying
got?
to dip it can be
Yeah.
tricky. Reheating it can be tricky. Now I sometimes will make my own calzones, and I like my own calzones because I don't put you can have the right ratio, you know. And what I like to do is I would rather roll it up and have like a roll of food. But yeah, calzones are just kind of tricky.
I think I just got turned off as a kid in middle and high school from like Stromboli at school.
Sure,
Which is
I mean, that calzone
kind
looks
of in that
pretty
realm.
good.
I know. They are huge though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You have to like chomp, 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 chomp. It's gone. Because if you take like one bite and you're holding
Yeah.
it and it's like falling out of your hand, I don't know, they're
You're,
hard.
you're sitting at the ballpark, you know, beer in one hand and just a 5-pound piece of a calzone next
At
to
that
you.
point, don't even slice it.
No.
Right? Don't cut it at
The
all.
whole thing.
Just eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's
Just walk around, go see Spike's mascot and hang out. But
Yeah.
I like the barbecue flair. The one thing that all in a pint, I do love that. They do the trash plate in a pint, which I think is pretty cool.
Yes.
I still haven't had a regular garbage plate
Being in Rochester.
being in Rochester. No. I've had these spinoffs, whether it's, you know, the plate in a can, the plate in a bowl, the plate omelet, different things like that. A
Yeah.
version of it.
Huh. You should make one yourself at home.
Nick Tahoe's, haven't been there.
Interesting. Well, I guess
Or Tahoe's, if
you
that's
should
how you decide to say it.
should try it.
I know.
You should try it.
I should. Just go get
I guess.
a regular one
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I'm not that surprised. It's kind of like, you know, if you don't order it, you don't order it. But if no one's forced your hand, then I guess
I know. Really be in the mood. Really be in the mood for
Yeah.
it. Some people have them just about
I've
every
aged
day.
out. So
Aged out. Maybe I have
I'm
too.
in my 20s. Yeah, I have them all the time. I'm not young anymore.
Got about 4 minutes here to go on this Friday for a second cup of sunrise before we also have the noon show on the Rochester First streaming app.
Yes.
Just had to be squeezed everywhere with all the basketball that's going on. So then you'll have that throughout the afternoon. Our news shows, don't want you to miss that. So we've got the app everywhere. Plus, Gio's behind the curtain, by the way.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana, 20 years. So that's at 9 tonight.
He interviewed one of the stars
One
of
of
the
the
show.
stars of the show, which is awesome because Gio, this is just in his wheelhouse. Like he comes here, works for Web, does reporting,
Yeah.
does more Web. All of a sudden, it's like, let me do behind the curtain. Next thing you know, he's interviewing everybody but Lady Gaga, which he's working on it.
He's getting
Yeah.
close.
You know,
I know.
that
right,
would be it.
right. He's a great interviewer and does a good job. It's just as hard getting the interview than it is doing the interview.
Yes, that's 90%. The bulk of the work is like trying to have that coming up. A couple final stories here before we go. I have no clue how much stamps cost. Like going out and buying. I can't remember the last time I bought a
sure.
sheet.
I buy sheets, so I think I spent probably almost $100 on a sheet of stamps for Christmas.
All your cards because you're just such a great human being, you and your family. Well, I want to bring this up because the USPS wants to raise first-class stamp prices as high as 90 to 95 cents, up from the current 78. The Postmaster General, David Steiner, told Congress that this week as he says USPS could run out of cash within a year after billions of losses in 2025. So he took over this job after working at the board at FedEx. He says USPS does have a 10-year plan to reduce expenses. And when you think about it, what they have charged for stamps, the job that they do, it's kind of amazing. To what it used to be 40, 60, 70 cents, depending on your year.
Right.
And then you send it off and you can send a letter to Seattle or Portland, wherever it may be.
Amazing.
In a couple days. Amazing.
That's
I know.
what's incredible about it. It doesn't matter where you live; they will deliver mail
Yeah.
to you. They will accept your mail. So that's what's impressive about it. We got to keep it going. I think we usually send out 150, so I would probably be paying 130 to 150 dollars for Christmas cards, and that's just to send them, not the actual card.
You're so nice. Every year I say we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And every year
You didn't
we
do
don't.
it last year, did you?
I did not do it last year.
No.
Nothing.
Oh man.
And we love getting them from friends and family and putting
Yeah.
them up. In terms of stamps, I think I have one sheet and I keep it in the console of my car all the time. And I
Sure.
think it's probably 3 or 4 of them left.
Have your kids ever been like, why don't we send a card?
No. Have they ever sent anything in the mail? I don't think. Actually, yes.
They'll learn
Because I told this story about when I was trying to mail some cards that they made some art with and had to put it in an envelope package it was a disaster actually going to the USPS and mailing it when I had both of them. It was a meltdown and just falling apart.
Yeah.
That was their experience. We've never just made one at home, put the stamp on, lick it closed, and just put it in the mailbox by the end of the road.
I think I remember you telling that story. That
I
the
know.
girls were with you and it was just chaos.
it was a nightmare. So I've got 7 months to plan for doing it for this Christmas coming
There
up.
you go.
We
Plenty
got
of time.
15 seconds
Okay.
for this final weather.
There's the rain coming through. Yes, umbrellas up this afternoon. I want to do a deep tease. It's Friday for next week. I got my home assessment yesterday. First time. I'm not talking about it now. Join us next week. We'll talk about it then.
Mine and Webster, first they've done it in a decade
Have
plus.
you gotten it yet?
They haven't started.
Oh,
They haven't
okay.
started. We've gotten some emails from people, though.
I got my letter.
We'll see you for the noon show. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.